Just gonna say that I went live, and I also gotta get the URL link. Live now, quick stream. Because I actually want to go for a walk after this. Because I lifted some weights today, but I could really use some air. So I don't know. I guess today was a pump today. I don't even know. Save. I just get the link here. Live quick stream. Let's see. I don't know. I'll just do this because don't really care right now. Yeah, I guess since everybody is like in a holiday mood, I guess I am too. Excuse me, where basically I just don't really feel like doing any work because that's pretty much what everyone else is doing. So anyway, because I'm a bit in a rush, I want to get out. Wow, you can actually see the lights. What happens if I... Oh, what if I move this up a bit? Yeah. So it covers up the lights above me. So it's not like glaring in your eyes. So, anyway, we'll get right into it and we'll see if anyone's asking questions in chat. And it's going to be same like yesterday. I'm not going to bother going over the news because, I mean, at this point, you know, everyone's just going to be off until after January. So it's just going to be a slowdown. I spent a lot of my afternoon and early morning today just staring at stupid Metaverse Pro undefined. Right now, there's just so much dumping going on, it's like kind of ridiculous. Also, why is the text looking a little different here? So, but at least it seems like it finally has some kind of resistance at 159, 160, but I'm not exactly convinced. Hey, Ryan. Yeah, haven't seen you in like a million years. Hopefully all is well with you, though. And yeah, Merry Christmas, even though it's on Saturday. So... whatchamacallit, but yeah, I just, I mean, I don't know what you've been up to, but, you know, I've been kind of busy, and also at the same time trying to relax, because, you know, I've already made, different prioritizations, because I just realized today is the 22nd, so there's actually a very, important date today. I just realized that just now. That's kind of funny. But anyway, I'm making some changes since like a month ago, maybe 40 days ago. So I've just been addressing that. But yeah, right now I'm focused on just a few things. I'm trying to lose weight because my health is a problem. I need to move out of New York City. Well, both because it's shit-lib central and it's cold. So that's also a threat to my life, the cold. And then I'm trying to deal with my ego so that, you know, Satan can no longer have control over me or whatever. Oh yeah, and then, yeah, I mean, I just, I don't want to lose all my money living in New York City, so that's why I'm going to Florida. How's your Binance game still in it? I have not been in Binance in a long time, so you have not been watching my videos. I've been out of Binance for a long time. I went into MDEX, and then at the beginning of this month, I've been in Metaverse Pro. So that's where I'm currently making my money. Though the price keeps dropping, I'm not going to be making nearly as much money. Which is, and everyone in the Discord is just getting pissed off and whatever. You know, and I'm a little angry too, but I mean, that's just how it goes. But again, as long as the dev, I mean, at this point, I'm pretty sure that this project is pretty much legit. So now the only issue is if the price of Metaverse Pro goes down, is the dev team just going to abandon the project? So that's like pretty much the last risk. Got a job in Florida on a campaign. Going to be DeSantis. Oh shit, you got a job with the DeSantis campaign. So I mean that implies that they're going to pay you and stuff, right? That's going to be a very good experience. I mean, shit, maybe I should try getting a job with DeSantis as well. Going to be on a DeSantis campaign in 2022. Wait a minute. That doesn't make sense. Because everyone's saying Ron DeSantis needs to run for president in 2024. When is Ron DeSantis up for re-election? He's up for re-election? Holy shit, he's actually up for re-election next year. Really? Wait, I didn't know that. Wait, how long are you governor of Florida for? 4 years or 6 years? Yeah, this is my first salary job, most money I ever made. Well, that's a good sign. That's actually a good sign because that would imply that Ron DeSantis' campaign has like a shit ton of money. So that means he can run a lot of ads. When is Ron up for? When was Ron DeSantis elected? Okay, 2018. Oh, okay. I didn't actually know this. So there's actually no point in Ron DeSantis running for president in 2024. Because he would have to, that means he would be leaving the governorship mid-term of his final term. I mean, I think there's a 2-term limit in Florida, right? Oh, so that means Trump can run for president pretty much unopposed in the GOP primary. Which is a shame because I mean, on the one hand, DeSantis does need to remain governor of Florida. Because towards for like the last 2 years of his governorship, he can find a suitable replacement for himself. Because apparently we don't have any replacement now. Well, that's why God decided to tell you to come into my chat to tell me that. Huh. See, it's funny how that works. Because I had no idea. I didn't even think to do that. I was so focused on like juicing my stupid Twitter and doing Metaverse Pro shit. But that's really good to know. And yeah, I'm glad that you're making more money than you ever have. So hopefully they treat you well. Well, actually, I'm pretty sure they will. Yeah, in fact, yeah, I don't know if you're in the dating scene, but you'll probably meet like a nice looking white girl, and then like you can ask her out. Maybe she'll be your wife someday. I mean, I assume you're gonna want to have kids and stuff, right? But hell yeah, man, that's so good. That's so good. Yeah. See, I'm missing out on everything, man, because New York sucks, but Florida seems to be the place to be. So that's good. That's good. But actually, I mean, I probably don't want to ask that because OPSEC. But are you moving soon-ish? I think I could ask that if you have not already moved to Florida. Obviously, don't tell me what city you're moving to. I mean, it's enough to know that you're in Florida. So actually, yeah, you can keep it very vague. Like when do you move to Florida? And while you answer that, I'll start with this. All right, so Bitcoin searches for this week are unsurprisingly 14. Yeah, it's going straight to hell. So this bull market is pretty much on pause until after the holidays. Yeah, and no one's even interested in buying Bitcoin. Look at this, it's at 8. That's so weird because the fear and greed index was 45, which we'll get to in a second. Inflation's back up on the rise though at 99. Hyperinflation is down to 14 still. Yeah, what a surprise. Alright, so the normies are completely out of crypto essentially, but the smart money appears to be, for the fear and greed index, appears to be, buying everything up like they can. So this is a very interesting dynamic. There's a lot of holiday buying in crypto, which is why we probably see like prices going up. I should have doused my eyes with water. Now it's just really dry. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, so institutional investors are definitely buying this dip. So that's good because they've also been buying the dip in the stock markets as well. So let's see. Right now it's 3:18 p.m. So Joe Manchin should run for president. What? I don't trust this guy. I don't trust him. I mean, yeah, he's doing a good thing, cock blocking, build back better, but he's gonna cave on the mandates. I mean, he'll just be like a slightly worse version of Joe Biden, and we know that the presidency is a puppet position anyway. Unless you get someone like I don't know, Ron DeSantis or Donald Trump in there, then they can kind of hold it back. Yeah, I'm from Jersey, New Jersey, so you're pretty much where I am, New York. I took this job in Florida. My plans were in Pennsylvania to help the GOP, but Florida pays money lots. Hey, Florida is a better state anyway. Pennsylvania is like, I think it's kind of like a left-leaning state, but I generally consider it a shit-lib state anyway. I mean, it's the Northeast, so it just sucks. But yeah, I think you made the right decision. Florida is just like, it's just better. It's a cheaper place to live too. The houses are still affordable, right? BlackRock hasn't bought up everything yet. Damn. I don't know. Well, I mean, it's gonna be too late for me to do anything because I won't be moving to Florida until like hopefully by the middle of next year. Because I gotta save up at least $20,000 in my bank account, but $30,000 should be enough. And then I'm just gonna go FHA loan and just buy like a 200 grand house in Florida, and that'll be that. And my moving expenses will cost like $2,600. So, and then down payment on a 200 grand house at like, let's say 4 or 5%. You know, I'm looking at like $12,000 cash down, I think. Wait, no, that's way too much money. Web calc. Great. Web calc. Because I already had it here. If I buy a house for 200 grand and I multiply this by, I don't know, let's do 4.5%. My down payment's around 9 grand, yeah. So, because I want to make sure there's like extra cushion and, you know, I need a little bit of savings. So many crypto events in Tampa and Miami. I am in Jacksonville, which is ghetto. Really? I thought all the crypto stuff was in Miami, but that's, well, then I'll be good. Man, I can really pick the cities, man, because Tampa was my first choice, but I'm gonna do Miami instead because, well, there's just more investment opportunities there. Plus, I think because it's a liberal city, I think they're probably much more aggressive in policing bad police officers. So, you know, because after Baked Alaska got swatted like, what, 3, 4 times now? You know, yeah, that's kind of a concern. That's actually a big concern for me, so, you know. But yeah, but I mean, you don't have to worry about it. I mean, just make your money in Jacksonville. I mean, Jacksonville, Florida, I thought was not that bad. I mean, I thought some rich people lived there. But, I mean, if you really hate it that much, you know, just save up your money from, you know, your nice paying Republican job and then just buy a house. And then do the same thing I'm doing, FHA loan. Jacksonville sucks, everyone's wearing a mask. Oh, so Jacksonville, Florida, shit live essential. Yeah, but, I mean, well, at least, well, actually, wait, you're in Jersey, so you're in the same boat as me, so it's not that bad. But yeah, I mean, just work in Jacksonville, and then, you know, whenever the opportunity presents itself, maybe you just move to, like, Tampa or something. Because Miami is shit live central, but I'm willing to put up with it, because anything's going to be better than fucking here, right? You know, New Jersey is slightly less bad than New York City, but they're pretty much the same. So, you know, I mean, you already know how it is. I mean, we just got to get the hell out of it. We got to get out of, like, the Northeast and then, you know, reinforce any conservative states. And then from there, maybe, you know, project power back to other states and then turn those red. Because at this point, the federal government is under direct control of the Democrat Party, so there's really no point, you know. So, oh, by the way, it might be a good idea since you're working on the DeSantis campaign to maybe plant the seeds around you that maybe DeSantis should stay in Florida instead of running against Trump, because we can't afford to lose Florida. Once a Democrat controls Florida as governor, that's it. It's going to be blue forever. Because the governor is going to remove all of the voter fraud ID shit that he does, that the Republicans did, and they're going to flood the entire state full of illegals. It's going to be over. I'm working on a campaign to legalize casinos in Florida because only Seminoles own the rights, LOL. Oh, I would actually be okay with that. Because if all this shit doesn't work, I'm going to play fucking poker in Texas no hold'em. So... yeah, I actually read about that. I actually know a little bit about that. Yeah, the Seminoles control the casinos because of like the Seminole Reservation or whatever, right? Indian reservations. But if you could, you know, but if other people could do casinos, yeah, that would be fine, right? I mean, it would be ideal though to put it near liberal cities and not the conservative areas, so the liberals will lose all the money and not the conservatives. So that's the only thing you have to worry about. But yeah. All right. So, I'm gonna have a fun time with the auto chapters here, right, for YouTube. The Seminoles are like the mafia down here. Really, they're that bad? I thought they just control their casinos or something. I don't know. I know that they're about an hour drive away from north of Miami, something like that. I think, and then north of Miami is Fort Lauderdale. And then north of that might be Jacksonville. I'm too lazy to pull up the map though, because you know I don't want this video to go too long. I don't know. Are they really that bad? I mean, maybe they're still angry after hundreds of years because, Europe kicked their ass, right, and took all their land, right? So maybe they're still kind of salty about that. I mean, I guess I would be salty, right? I don't know. So S&P 500 is up a little bit. Dow and Nasdaq. All right, so it's not the greatest, but it's like an okay amount, so it's pretty passable. Precious metals is up. Crude oil is going straight up. Yeah, my only concern is Andre Wang being correct and that they're going to let everybody travel for Christmas. Then they drop the hammer and say, oh, Christmas travel caused, Omicron spread all over the place, and it's all the fault of unvaccinated. So they get a 2-for-1 deal there. So that's the only thing I'm a little concerned about. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Bitcoin cannot break past 49K. It's just being so G word, man. It's being so useless. Right, Mara down slightly. Yeah, what a surprise. Dollar went down a lot, so that's good. All right. EU Commission okays discovery purchase of Warner Media. Wow, well, they have a lot of money. All right, what are bonds doing? All right, well, what? This don't make no sense. All right, so bonds actually got bought up a little bit today overall. That's very weird. Not a whole lot, but why would you have fear? The market is clearly indicating that everyone's buying up shit. Oh, that's my water. Okay, interesting. Let's look at the trade volume. 24-hour volume is 87.2 billion. Yeah, still very, very low. I mean, this week and next week's just going to be shit. I mean, maybe next week will be a little better, but not that much better. In fact, all right, so next week, so New Year's Eve is on a Friday, because that's actually my birthday. Go figure. I don't know. I guess next week I'll probably do the same thing too. I'm just going to do like three streams because I'm just feeling incredibly just lazy. So, I don't know. Oh, I guess I'll worry about it next week. I don't now that I got to practice a little bit of Jesse Lee Peterson, I got to try not to plan ahead too much. Well, in fact, I'm not really supposed to plan ahead. I'm supposed to just take it a day at a time. So, Bitcoin's at 49 grand, Ethereum's at 4K, Binance coin's going up, now it's at 540, so that's going to be helpful for the Metaverse Pro Treasury. Everywhere else is doing okay. It's like decent gains, or some are gaining a lot, like Polkadot, Shiba, Polymatic, Crypto.com coin, that's up 4%. Overall, crypto is catching a pretty decent bid across the board, and some are doing really good. Near and Cosmos doing good. Okay. All right, and of course Phantom's doing well. Phantom is really cheap because they have some pretty good Metaverse Pro like clone DAOs on the Phantom network. And from what I hear, they're actually pretty legitimate, so. Pancake swaps back at 12. I mean, alright, so I'm kind of okay with this because Curve DAO token, CRV. So there's another DAO there. So I'm kind of okay with what I'm seeing here, right? Because yesterday I said I'm not convinced, right? Because it was a good start, but I need to see some more buying pressure. Today, it's kind of like buying pressure, but the problem is, again, the trade volume numbers are just too low. Because, again, it's the holidays. Everyone's already thinking about Christmas dinner this Saturday. So, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to decipher anything with all this, with such low volume. And the low volume and the holidays is really having a negative impact on, Metaverse Pro down here. So, yeah. But with that being said, all right, maybe it'll keep, if it keeps slowly going up between today and the weekend, ideally going into the weekend and then into next week, then that's extremely bullish. Because usually everything goes down for crypto, especially in the last 2 weeks of December. Because again, everyone's on vacation, celebrating whatever holidays, all right, Christmas and New Year's, and no one really just wants to do anything. So. Let's see, MMRI. How did this thing drop so fast? 86.9. Okay. What's Bitcoin doing? And then we'll look at Binance coin. Alright, so this has been upgraded to neutral. The MACD is actually starting to climb. And those are actually some... Okay, so if you read Greg Mannarino's book, this is actually the time that you would buy. Because the way it works is you wait for 2 green candles, and then according to Greg's book, that's when you buy. You could also have done it here, where you see 2 green candles. Which actually would have been okay, because it would have dipped. And then, you know, you go back up. Huh. Yeah, that's actually not bad. That's actually not bad at all, I'd say. Okay. Alright. So that's Bitcoin. Alright, this is yeah. So Bitcoin should be popping off. So it'll be interesting what it does tonight and tomorrow then. If it actually could break resistance, that's actually gonna be really nice. Alright, Binance coin is starting to do a similar thing. Yeah, so that's good. And of course MACD is also pretty low. So yeah, that's looking pretty good. CRO. I didn't even look at Cadena, but I kind of just don't really care right now. Yeah, we'll look at it here. Alright, not enough data, but MACDs look pretty good, and again, 2 green candles, so that's a pretty nice sized candle too, yeah. So, yeah, maybe Saturday isn't going to be so bad, because someone on Gab messaged me saying that Crypto.com coin, the brand name, officially goes live. Yeah. Well, the spammers are here, but yeah, I guess, thanks. But, Crypto.com coin goes live this coming Saturday, the brand name, like the Brooklyn Nets or whatever they're called, the arena. Or playing someone else. I don't even know. Because I don't care about sports. So, assuming it doesn't dump on that day, I mean, CRO should be popping off. I mean, everything else should be popping off. So, I'm kind of hoping. Because remember, we had a pretty crazy sell-off and the dollar spiraled out of control upwards. So that means there's a lot of cash out there. So hopefully the rich people and the institutions will start buying up. Of course, they've already been buying up the stocks. But hopefully they'll start buying up, you know, cryptocurrencies and shit too. And then we can finally, you know, get out of this stupid asshole flash crash correction that we're still recovering from. So, I know Shiba's going up. Yeah, because I don't really feel like doing too much analysis today. I already did like 1 million of that dealing with stupid Metaverse Pro. Alright, so Shiba Inu is definitely on the rise as well. It's been upgraded to buy. I mean, this is a lagging indicator, so yeah, I'm liking this. Alright, so I'm feeling a little more confident saying that this week should be a pretty good week for crypto. So I don't know if it'll dip because it's Christmas and it's the weekend. So that's a lot of selling pressure usually. But again, everything's already been so crazy oversold that, you know, maybe we might get lucky and then it'll buck the trend for this week. I mean, I'm really hoping it'll do that. Yeah, I don't really care about MDEX right now. We're not farming that right now. Well, maybe I should take a look. Anything new? Yeah, there's something called SIP. Well, MDEX gave a lot, and then there's also Triple S. Well, that looks like an NFT game, so I'm not really interested in that. But I am interested in SIP BUSD. Is this like another DAO? I'm gonna want their. They have a medium. Which one of those is it? Yep, there you go. Yeah, that's how I found Metaverse Pros, was through MDEX. Let's see. There's Triple S, Star Sharks, right? Baby Swap. Oh, hey Maxi, bro. What's up? I'm actually surprised. Actually, I haven't seen you here before, I think. Or maybe you were here before and I don't remember. I'm trying to find out what SIP is. This is December 9th. I went way too far. Oh, great. You're going to make me dig for this clown. Isn't... Don't they have a... Ah, shit. That's not what I want. SIP. Oh, I literally blew past it. Space SIP. This is too close to the word simp. Alright, it's a BSC I was a couple of weeks ago. Okay, I definitely did not remember. Hope grandmas around the world are giving their grandkids playing Christmas money to put in crypto. Yeah, I heard a couple of that, but I didn't even think too much about that. I mean, maybe. I mean, yeah, I mean, Zoomers would definitely buy crypto, right? They're most likely age group. Well, that and like somewhat successful millennials, which is my shitty generation. So, yeah. I mean, I've heard of like a Christmas bonus that goes into the market and buys crypto. But I mean, since you guys probably just got in here, like the normie interest is very, very low. So it definitely will have to be, you know, highly specialized, smart people that'll do this. Also, I see a lot of green, so let's just hope that today is like the freaking bottom for fucking Metaverse Pro. Alright, so Space Sip will last for 60 days, and what are you? It is a play to earn NFT. Oh, okay, yeah, I don't really care about that. Alright, but it's a new pool, so, I mean, we could have gone into that, maybe, if I was into it. I mean, a lot of people have already put in $120,000. Because I remember because this is actually a million, so 0.12 million is 120 grand. So people already put $120,000 into this already. That's kind of a lot. Okay, so Metaverse Pro being the stupid fucking cuck that it's doing. Yeah, I mean at this point the bond yields are just so bad because the price drops so fast. Okay, so meta price 160.71. The Treasury assets are getting clobbered, but this thing is delayed by 1 day because it says December 21st. And the total value locked is also delayed as well. Alright, so meta staked. Yeah, I mean, stats generally look pretty good except the stupid price. I guess there's no point. Yeah, the APY also dropped from like 1 billion to like 659 million percent. Well, all you have to do is just look at this daily ROI number. It's very interesting. Like the exponentially higher the APY goes, the slower that this daily ROI number goes up. Right. So when the APY was at like 9 billion, right, when they came out the 66 pool, the daily ROI was like 5%, right? Then it drops like a lot from 9 billion to 659 million, and it only went down to 4.3% daily ROI, so it's not too bad. All right, so even though I've been compounding this shit like constantly every couple hours, every day, or whatever you want to call it, and every Saturday I take my weekly profit. Now the value of my investment in Metaverse Pro has been halved, right? It's got, you know, because I bought this dumb asshole at 550 a piece per meta, and now it's down to 161. But again, thanks to the current, you can't see this shit because my stupid camera. But thanks to constant compounding and move that there, and you know, because this thing's a little bit different from the DeFi that I've ever done. So the number that I want to be looking at is actually this. But of course, all it is the Metaverse Pro coin price times this index, which always goes up, will give me this price. And that's pretty much why I haven't been taken out yet. And based on what I'm seeing on the next page that we're going to look at, looks like the buying resistance is finally freaking started. You know, because I've literally just been getting mad today. And then this APY. So I was in the Discord. So apparently this APY is supposed to go down to 1% daily ROI and then pretty much stay there. It could potentially go down. So we'll have to see. But again, as long as the developers, A, don't do a rug pull scam, which I think is now very low, and they don't lose morale if fucking this idiot coin decides to drop like a rock, yeah, this thing is going to make me a multimillionaire. Are those paired pools or just staking of one coin? What causes the APY? So this thing is very different from... I mean, I never really did a dedicated video on this. I mean, I know I explained it on one of the videos when I first started. But again, I'm just too... I just don't feel like doing the whatever. Where do we want to go? I guess we'll stay here. So this is a single coin pool. So you only need to buy Meta, right? And it took me a while to figure out what the hell these bonds mean. So basically what happens is when you this discount, so let's say you wanted to go in the market right now and buy Metaverse Pro, right? It'll cost you $161.12. Thank God this stupid fucking coin by the way is going up. We'll get to that in the tech analysis part. So right now it says Meta BUSD liquidity pool, right? This is a bonded pair. You can buy Metaverse here at a 9.8, let's just call it 10% discount. So instead of paying 161.12, you're only paying, actually it probably will tell me right here, so I don't have to do the math. Yeah, so instead of paying the full price of Meta here, you can do a bond price here, $146.61. The catch, though, is you have to wait 5 days before you get your Meta coin over here. So I kind of understood it when I first started, but I was like, I don't understand bonds. I don't like bonds, and they're always slow and shit anyway. So I'm just gonna buy the real thing right now and just start compounding. So yeah, and I think we all know how that turned out. So if we go down over here, you see you have a negative number. Well, that basically means that the bond price is actually more expensive than if you just went into the open market and just bought Meta from PancakeSwap. So not only do you lose money, but you also lose 5 days. So this is obviously not something you never buy. And the reason why these APYs are so bad is because, again, we've had 6 consecutive days of this stupid fucking asshole coin going straight to hell. Right? You see these 6 red candles. This is a daily chart. Right? Was as high as $411. Now we're at 161. So I don't know how the mechanics of the protocol and the code does it, but this bond price does eventually adjust to create like a 10 or 20% discount to the current price of Meta. But I think what's happening is the code has to wait for the price to stabilize of Metaverse Pro. But the problem is it's not stable. It's constantly going down. So it's constantly just waiting and waiting and waiting. So my dog on Mars is pumping. Really? Yeah, I didn't even pay attention because I don't really care. But that's a good thing because I have like a gajillion dollars worth of that shit. Oh man. Oh good, it's still in here. Oh yeah, I mean that's good, but the overall price is still really low from what it was before. But yeah, I'm not surprised. This is doing well. Shiba's doing well. Dogcoin I think was doing well, right? I mean I didn't even bother to look. I mean it's doing okay. And then what's the other? Other than Mannarino, I don't know, but I know that they're gonna eventually pump anyway. So, and plus, I'm getting free Mannarinos in my wallet right now, right? It's just like baby dog, and I have baby dog too. So yeah, all of the copycat dog coin clones doing very well. So I mean, that's like the nice silver lining through all this stupid crap. So anyway, well, I was explaining to T-Vice how this works. So basically the way you make your money is this current meta index is always going up. So fuck, I gotta move my stupid camera again. So you'll see here that we hover over the current meta index. It says the current index tracks the amount of S meta accumulated since the beginning of staking. Basically, how much meta would you have if you held 1 meta from day 1? So if you held 1 meta from day 1, you now have 2.22 meta, right? And you have 2.20, and then you figure out how much money you really have. So it's like 2.22 times this. Is that right? Yeah, it gives you 359. So Huobi might list dog on Mars due to latest post on Twitter. All right, that works for me. Anything to pump any of these stupid coins, I'm all for it. So let me adjust my thing here. So basically, you make your money by just simply staking your Metaverse Pro coins into one of these 2 pools, and then you just get the APY. Now, this one's called the Diamond Hand Club. So what happens is when you put your shit in here, there is a 30% withdrawal penalty if you do not wait 5 days. So instead, what you have to do is you have to do claim or claim and stake. Claim and stake is when you compound your earnings back into this thing and keep making more and more money. This is how you basically, become a multimillionaire. But if you need daily income, or in my case, I withdraw once a week, I hit the claim button and I withdraw all my money and then just convert it into Meta and then sell it off into Binance Dollar on PancakeSwap. So this is basically pretty much where all your money is made. And this came out like last week, I think. So very nice. Otherwise, you could just do this one where it's just regular staking. You get a shitty 103.6 thousand APY. But it constantly compounds on its own, and you never have to worry about anything. So you just pull out whatever you want. And you don't even have to compound either. The thing does it automatically for you. But because you're in this pool, you miss out on this, the current index meta thing. So actually, that doesn't matter. You could just simply wrap it. So you can't see it because on the upper right corner, but you can wrap your meta, right? And when you wrap your meta, it turns into wrapped staked meta, which is this. And when you wrap it, you now get access to the current index over here. And that's really what you want to do. Because one day this number is going to, this meta index is guaranteed to go up over time. Right? It never goes down because that's how the code is designed to function. So eventually this WS meta price, which my camera is still, I'm tired of moving my camera. This big number that you see here will only get bigger over time. So, I don't know, do you want to go into documents? Because they gave an example where you make a shit ton of money, but it would be better if you actually saw this. Because every single one of these DAOs are a fork copycat of the Ethereum version of this, which is called Olympus DAO, and this runs in the Ethereum network. Wait, when did Meta come out? It came out November 22nd. So basically exactly 1 month ago. I got in at the beginning of this month, so December 6th or December 2nd or December 1st. I just remember I aped in all my money from DeFi into this shit at $5.50 a piece. So, it's kind of a miracle actually that even though this price has gone down basically 75%, I'm only down 50%. And it's because, and that does not include the $8,000 that I've withdrawn from the Metaverse Pro, because I compound as much as I can as quickly as possible, and then once a week on average, because I calculate what's the best way to get money but also keep compounding, right? Because if I keep withdrawing a little bit of money every day, I fuck up my compounding, so therefore my APY tanks. I mean, I still get a very good APY, but I could get even more money later if I just simply waited. So when I was doing the initial research, I know I did this on stream, but my first concern was, A, it's a new project, so the biggest problem was, is this a legit project? Are you going to do a rug pull and then scam me out all my money? So back then I was kind of worried, but I was like, I'm willing to risk it, even though it's a really crazy risk. But it looked pretty good, and their website back then looked pretty good, and their new website, and the Metaverse Pro website now looks very good. Right? They did an update. I guess we'll take a look at Metaverse Pro. I think this is it. Yeah, they made it, the site looks much nicer, and they made it different looking from the Olympus DAO homepage. So you could just take a look at it. Blah 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 blah. But I assume the APY will go down the more that is staked. Yeah, exactly. So, but let's get over this because this is the really important part. Not only does this clown have a lot, this has like 2.7 billion deposited. The APY, because Olympus DAO was the original DAO, I think, and they came out April 2021. So it's already been basically 8 months, 9 months, right? They have some bonds here. And their APY after all this time is still like 5140, like 5150 APY. It's still very good. And then if you staked 1 ohm, right, Olympus DAO, by now you now have 50.8 ohms. And you've been claiming all this shit. And back then, in the beginning, the APY was always very high. Like, you know how on PancakeSwap, when they come up with a new pool, the APY is always in the billions before it quickly tanks. So that's why getting in early, I was like, okay, I have to get in now, right? Some lucky asshole was complaining in the Discord that he aped in like I think he spent, let's see, let me calculate. He spent like $80,000 and aped into Metaverse Pro, and the price of Meta at like yesterday was like, or whatever, at $330. That son of a bitch is gonna be that son of a bitch is gonna be 2 to 3 times what I have. So let's say I make $3 million in 1 year from this stupid shit. He's gonna have $9 million. That son of a bitch. But hey, I mean, hey, a millionaire is a millionaire, right? And the project will obviously still keep going. So we're just gonna keep making like shit tons of, freaking money. So let's see. Let's go to the dashboard here. So you can see here that the GOM price is 21,714 or whatever. So basically the current index of ohms, staked ohms, times the current price of ohm. And you get this stupid retarded number here. So in the beginning, Olympus DAO was this. Now this is where you have to really pay attention. All right. Even if you got in at the top at the beginning of this year, April 24th, when everything was spiking and then China flood hit and everyone got killed. Let's say you bought 1 ohm at $1,452, right? Because that's the price peak here. Now your clown is worth $426. But here's the thing. You've been in this thing the whole time, right? You've been compounding, you've been saving, you've been hodling. And maybe you were doing a little bit of claim withdrawing, but the point is that one staked ohm is now worth, because I used the same. That one clown is currently worth 21,000, because my fucking camera, oh my god. That one clown is now worth $21,748.73. So basically, you lost, what is that, 60%, 70%, whatever, on your initial investment. But that thing, because of compounding and the current index and the whole, inflationary supply here, because it is inflationary, you actually now have $21,748.73. So subtract $1,400 from that, and that's your net profit. So this is, they call themselves Web 3.0 or DeFi 2.0 or 3.0 or whatever the hell the number is up there right now. Yeah, I can definitely see that. This thing is like fucking genius. So after that, now you're wondering what are these other numbers, right? You know what total value deposited is, right? Because that's all these papagos like you and me, depositing our shit in here, right? To go get our staking rewards. The genius of this is that unlike DeFi 1.0, where you just stake and then you just get fucked, right? If the price goes down or you get a rug pull or the developers get just abandon the project, you have something called a protocol, or I just call it a code-owned treasury. So I have to figure out how to explain this simply, but the code, the blockchain, I guess you could say, itself controls all the liquidity. So here you could say protocol-owned liquidity for ohm and DAI, because that's the base pair they chose. It's basically 100%. So the entire liquidity pool, all those trade fees to provide liquidity, all go to the blockchain, and they use that to add money to the treasury. In addition to that, this treasury contains DAI stablecoin, Frax, whatever that is, Ethereum, Sushi Swap coin. I don't know what LUSD is, but that's obviously a stable coin. So this thing primarily consists of stable coins. So they basically have $719.6 million in their treasury, right? That is completely controlled by the blockchain. So devs can't touch it. You can't touch it. Nobody can touch it. It's decentralized. Think of it as like a decentralized U.S. treasury. Like, I'm beginning to understand why Plan B says Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are going to take out like the world governments, right? I'm seeing this shit now, right? Because we all know who the tribe is, and one of the primary ways that they can maintain so much control is that they control the money supply through the central banks, right? The central banks print all the effing money, inflation goes to the roof, and they're the primary beneficiaries of it. And then they dole out a little bit to, the dumbass voters, because people are stupid, so they don't know how money really works. But you and I know better, right? But of course the problem is, how do we deal with it? So instead of a corrupt central bank, instead the code owns everything. So all the free money goes into here, and then you'll notice that over on the left side you have something called a bond. So what happens is whenever someone buys a bond, right? So in this case says Meta BUSD. No, that's not a good example. Let's use wrapped Binance coin. No one's gonna buy it now because obviously it's a negative return, but you know, not too long ago it was like 28%. So you could have gotten Metaverse Pro at a 28% discount if you used wrapped Binance coin to buy it. So here's the thing. If someone buys this bond, where does this wrapped Binance coin go? It goes directly into the Treasury. All right, you see it right there. WBNB, $8.947 million. That is the genius of this. All the money that flows into the Treasury comes from the liquidity pool and just normie people coming in and out buying bonds. And all of this money then gets recycled back into sustaining the APYs that you see here. So that is how it works. So there's something called the Cantillon effect. I've tweeted about it on before, but basically what happens is instead of the rich getting richer, all the money that goes to the richer goes into the holders. So as long as you keep buying and holding and staking and compounding, you get the benefit of you basically get a fraction of an ever-growing treasury, right? Can you imagine what would happen if the United States population had got a small cut of all the money that the central bank and U.S. Treasury kept printing every year, every month? That's exactly what this shit is. So I was able to quickly figure out that this was what this thing was, all right? And then I looked at this and I go, okay, Olympus DAO has already proven that this concept works, and they're not doing a rug pull, because Metaverse, every single one of these clown DAOs are exact copy and paste codes of this. So if this was a scam, somebody would have said, hey, this code was changed and now it's going to be a rug pull. Don't buy this shit. But I haven't seen that yet. So, and I simply just went on YouTube to also do a check on this too. So I didn't see anything related to Metaverse Pro scam. So, yeah. So in Metaverse Pros, I'm so glad that I'm not doing news today because this is going to take up most of the video, but this is a good part. In fact, I'm probably going to change the title of this to how do you make, you know, crap loads of money with Metaverse Pro. In fact, I'm going to change the title right now. I mean, it's kind of too late because we already went through the whole thing with Bitcoin. How to make millions off Metaverse Pro. How to make millions. How to make hundreds of millions of APY off Metaverse Pro. Yeah, we'll just do that. It also says that there's no one viewing this channel, but there's obviously like a shit ton of people. It's like, what's wrong with this YouTube thing? Okay. So obviously Metaverse Pro is going to do things differently from Olympus DAO, and then all the other copycats are doing their own thing. And then some people chose to do their DAOs on Phantom blockchain. So I know IP Lulz is a Phantom guy. I mean, shit. If someone wants to give this video or link over to Baked Alaska, because I actually can't interact with, even though I follow him, we follow each other back on. Actually, wait. I think he just got. Oh, yeah, I just realized. I think he got deleted off of Twitter. Let me see if he's still there. You guys are still there. They took out Cowtown already again. So Beardson's still there. Yeah, I think Baked Alaska got fucked. Yeah, I mean yeah, because I know I definitely followed him after Bryson Gray, so that's my thing. And definitely after Beardson. Yeah, they fucking nuked Baked Alaska already. Someone's gotta get it to him. You'll probably have to put it in his yobahouse.tv thing or whatever. So now, if I only had some electricity to jump in, I mean, I'm sure you could think of something. I mean, I would put like 500 or $1,000 or whatever What about Baked Alaska's Gab? I follow him on Gab, but he doesn't follow me back because the user interface is kind of shit on Gab. So, and yeah, hey body bag. I mean, we could try it. Let me see. I forgot why I remember Bob Sacamano. AF Old Head. I also want. Wait, what button did I hit? Oh, I hit the follow. What? I thought I hit following. But, well, I mean, I guess that's really. I can't remember why, but I think I remember. I know Nick used to retweet him. I don't remember, but yeah, his name is Steven Bonnell because that's Destiny's name. Okay, so I clicked the wrong button here. It's actually no. Wait, I did no. Yeah. Okay, here we go. I'll move this. Oh yeah. I didn't see him cover much. I mean, I'm guessing Tyler didn't have too many people at Toronto's protest because he didn't even tweet it out when he was there. Where are you? Oh yeah. I can't stand it. Everyone uses this fucking portrait, so I couldn't tell which guy to fucking follow back because one of them just kept following me. So I was like, all right, I'll just follow both. It's like, it's how it goes. Let's see. Yeah, where are you? Actually, yeah. So there's good old Nick. Too bad Greg doesn't post here anymore. Oh wait, there we go. I also, how did he do that? How did he get a spinning thing over here? I'm so jealous. Yeah, so that's the thing. It's like it's just gonna be like I don't know, but I'd rather have you guys just message him and then just give him the link. So. Bob is great, funny guy. Oh, maybe that's what it is. Beardson always responds. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, if he likes or retweets my stuff, I guess I could give him a follow back. But, I still try to keep this following count low because I actually use it to, like, find people. Because searching is a pain in the ass. It's a lot easier to just click and browse. So, yeah. I don't know. I'll worry about it later. So, I don't know. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So now that you understand kind of like the Treasury shit, right? So the code owns this Treasury, and it goes up and down because, it has to buy back, its base coin or whatever, or the value of Binance coin also goes down, right? Up and down. But what's interesting is there are two types of staking. Now, the reason why the 66 pool, the Diamond Hand Club pool, as they call it, DHC, is so high is because every 24 hours, 20 to 40% of the Treasury goes directly into buying Metaverse Pro in the open market, so probably Pancake Swap, and then they add all of that Metaverse Pro into this pool to distribute to everyone. And that is how the APY is so astronomically, retardedly stupid high. So, and if you want to know how long that can last, there is a metric called runway. And basically, it can last for 985 days. So, but with that being said, when the price of Metaverse Pro drops dramatically, goes upward. When it's going down a lot, the APY is dropping. When the price of Metaverse Pro skyrockets, I'm not sure what will happen with the APY. So we'll just have to watch and see what happens. But the devs said they want to keep the target daily ROI on this at 4%. Because the code is saying that the APY on single staking, right, no crazy extras, is going to be pegged to 1% per day. But I think it can go below that. Oh, God. So yeah. So as much as I hate the price drop, the FUD, and all the other F-word, G-word bullshit, I mean, at this point, the concept is solid. So I just have to hope that, the developers do not lose morale and abandon the project. Because apparently, even if that happened, this thing can still keep going on its own. The problem is, who's going to pay for the website, right? So that's the main trick. Ingenious. There was still something I wasn't understanding until then. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because before we came out with the Diamond Hands, well, they came out with the Diamond Hands Club. Single staking was paying like 500,000 APY a year, which was still fantastic. That's why I'm not bothering with MDEX anymore. Because with MDEX, you still have the same problem. Everything goes down. MDEX coin itself, which is what you're getting paid out, right? MDX keeps going down. Like, what's the point? I mean, the APRs are good, right? 12,000 APY or whatever. Sounds great, but you have to manually compound everything. It sucks. You pay gas fees. Here, I get more of everything by like a gargantuan amount. And when this first started, everything was auto compounding, so I save on gas fees. And the best part is, the transaction fees to interact with the contracts here is like minimal. It's like half a cent, I think, or 1 penny. It's so cheap. I love it. I'm gonna get one of my siblings to put 2 grand in this shit too. So. I've seen other liquidity pools, but nowhere near this amount of APY. Yeah, that's because DAOs, this type of thing is DeFi 2.0 or whatever. It's a brand new type of DeFi. So that's why this shit is, that's why, like, I'm glad that I stood still and let God fucking, deal with my ego so I could kind of just, let him fix my crap up. My soul, I guess, right? And then eventually we go into here, and then when Meta/BUSD came out, I did it on stream. I did the research. I looked at it, and then my face completely changed. I mean, you would probably have to go back like at least the previous, like around December 1st or around that time period. I forgot to change the news camera, and let me do that. And then I have to do the research to make sure it's not a scam project, or look at the price. And then when you look at when MDEX, right, on the Medium article talked about what Metaverse Pro was, it says reserve currency asset for the entire Metaverse. I was like, whoa, Metaverse, like because everyone's so crazy about it, like in reserve currency. Specifically, the words reserve currency asset. Only people who actually fucking know what that means and is basically a master of economics knows specifically to use that term. Because most people just say money, right? Or assets, but not reserve currency. That was like, whoa, what the fuck was this? Then I look at their website, and the rest is history. I was like, whoa, why would I ever want to do anything else? So that's why I ultimately aped into this shit. God, if I could ape in at today's price of Metaverse Pro, oh my god, I would be making... yeah. Is this liquidity providing anything else like securing the network and speeding up transaction times like some others? This is a token that runs on the Binance Smart Chain, so the answer is no. It just runs on the Binance Smart Chain. Let's see. And tokens on Ethereum-based networks like Binance Smart Chain and Ethereum do not secure the network. That's what the Binance Smart Chain Ethereum's job is. They secure the network. Tokens do not. That's why Ethereum that's why when people say Bitcoin's going to kill Ethereum are absolutely fucking retarded. Ethereum is literally just completely freaking different from Bitcoin, right? So, I mean, it's hard. I don't want to get into the too technicals of that, but I would not worry about that. So right now, the liquidity just provides liquidity because that's all it needs to do. And according to the dev team, they're working on a video game called Meta Ash, and it's going to interact with all of this. So basically, they're coming out with their own NFT play-to-earn type of game. I assume it's a play-to-earn NFT type of game. They seem to know how to code. I mean, of course, the dev team is anonymous, but so is PancakeSwap and everyone else. I think Olympus DAO is also anonymous too. So yeah, so yeah. But I mean, at this point, I mean, it's enduring pretty well. And again, in 8 months, this current meta index is going to be like X50. I need to refresh my buffs on. Oh my god, no! Wow. Well, I just threw away some, whatever, the loot didn't even matter, so whatever, I'm going to have to refresh the buffs on EverQuest. Let's do that real quick. How do I hit the button here? So, in 8 months' time, my clown is going to, my one meta, because I have a lot more than that, because remember, I put in all my DeFi money, right? 5 figures into this shit. So I basically will definitely become. I'll have at least. I can say this. I will have at least $2 million plus. It's not the real number, but it's gonna be at least 2 million plus in 8 months, assuming the price. Assuming not too many crazy things happens, right? So, and I'm still waiting on this, but this is the address for the buyback of the Meta, right? Because remember when I said the Treasury? Oh, remember when I said the Treasury every 24 hours buys back Meta in the open market? This is the actual address. So it's in the documentation for the Metaverse Pro website. So if you're curious, it's right here in the docs, right? The wiki or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I got it. So I'm still looking at it. So it seems to only run for like a couple days, and then it just stops. And then you can look at how much money is actually in there. Here's their gas fee, right? Binance. So they have like 8.7% Binance coin. And these are their tokens. So they have 544 Metaverse Pro in their wallet, and they have 750 wrapped Binance coin ready and waiting to go in the open market and buy this stupid fucking coin up so it could push up the price. So, and again, this is on a 1-day delay, so I don't know what today's treasury values are going to be. It's probably going to be crap because look, the bond yields are absolutely horrific here. So. But once the market stabilize, I guess once people are done buying this shit up, hopefully it'll find its way back into here. So, and right now the price pattern for Metaverse Pro is basically copying Olympus DAO. So as someone in Discord put it, we're actually over here, right? Because this is approximately 1 month after Olympus DAO came out. So it had a spike. Right, had a huge spike, and then this probably caused a shit ton of FUD this day, May 24th. Right, if we look at Metaverse Pro price, God, I can't type CoinMarketCap. Right, I mean we're basically the same thing. Came out November 22nd, had a little dip, then it spikes over the all-time high of something like. Yeah, $577. I bought in at $550, so I don't have any. I'm not a violent person, but if I had like a wall that I could punch and put like 50 holes in it, yeah, that would be me. And then right now, fucking this shit, it's down to 161 or whatever. So yeah, so we're approximating that we're somewhere around this point because that's about 30 days after. Yeah, this thing came out on April Fool's Day, and then 45 days later, so we're down here. So I'm expecting this shit's gonna tank to $100 to $50, but because I actually had to explain all this to you guys, because we're gonna turn this into a tutorial video. Now we get to do the technical analysis. I should probably include this link in this YouTube. Actually, let me do that right now because I know I'm just gonna forget. Edit title and description. So I'm gonna write. What am I gonna write in here? Let's see. Real-time updates, technical analysis chart, Metaverse Pro, all transactions. Yeah. All right. All right, this YouTube video has the in the description the thing. So basically what this site does is because CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko, because DAOs are a relatively new concept, they don't actually know how to pull the API info correctly. So right now one of the head moderator in Discord said he is specifically working with CoinGecko to get the problem fixed because right now our project looks like a rug pull because it's not properly reporting the total supply and the value of the coin. So basically the value of the project is like, $0 or $100,000. So everyone's literally panicking. It's also pushing us down to the bottom of the search results on CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap. So we're not getting new investors and new interest and, all that free traffic. Because between CoinGecko, I know CoinMarketCap gets like billions of views per month. CoinGecko is probably like half that, maybe similar. I just know they have so much traffic you never have to run ads again. Oh, that's the other thing too. Metaverse Pro is running ads on BSC blockchain. As you can see, I should probably retweet this actually. All right, they're not taking off for holidays, which is great because I don't want to take days off either. Yeah, this is their tweet. I retweeted it, but 17 hours ago, they're running their ads on BSC scan. So they're pretty serious, and they're already listed on Hotbit, which costs $14,000 to list. So I mean, these guys are pretty hardcore. So I mean, again, it still could be a scam, but again, I think it's generally pretty low. And the longer that this project goes on and then things proceed as normal, the possibility of a scam goes way down. So, I mean, that's how it goes, right? High risk, high reward. All right, so what this site does, aside from, because I have to manually construct the Greg Mannarino, so this is called a Keltner channel, and because Metaverse Pro does not show up on obviously Greg Mannarino's website. So I actually had to figure out how do I construct this overall over here, because this also uses TradingView too, right? This uses TradingView. They have their icon somewhere here, but this is TradingView. Oh, it says SPY chart by TradingView. So everyone uses TradingView. All right. So before we do tech analysis, so basically you could see all of the transactions that happen on the blockchain, Binance Smart Chain, of all the buys and sells and liquidity adds or removals. At first I thought this was a liquidity pool being added, and it might be, but it might actually also be people buying bonds. But in this case, because the only bonds that are paying a positive amount right now are Metaverse Pro bounded with some kind of stable coin. So yeah, oh thank God. All right, see, you guys are lucky. You're seeing all this green. Before it was all fucking red, and it was like some fucking asshole dumped $134,000 worth of Metaverse Pro. Another loser dumped $64,000, and I got really pissed. So when I looked at it, I basically did the research, right? I went into his address. I looked up like when he went in, how much did he pay for it, make an approximation. That son of a bitch not only dumped $64,000, but he lost $70,000 approximately because he bought in at a higher price and then sold at a loss because he's, panic selling. And I told everyone that in the chat because everyone was talking about that. Yeah, he sold 430 Metaverse Pro tokens on the open market. Just dumped that shit. So I told everyone, oh yeah, he lost $70,000. I did the researches, and everyone's like, yeah. And that's good because fuck these assholes. You're gonna be a faithless asshole. You're gonna lose your money. And on top of that, and on top of that, right? Remember when I told you that the Diamond Hand pool had a 5-day wait period? The guy actually waited 5-6 days to get out of this 30% penalty and then withdrew everything. So, well, sucks to be him, right? And when this piece of shit goes back up, he's hopefully gonna learn his lesson. All right. Oh yeah, this is the guy I'm talking about right here. This was 3 hours ago. He dumped 430 Meta, 67,000, and this is his address. So you can see all the buys, the sells. You can see that even though it's not just the quantity of buyers, but it's the dollar amount, right? You can have like all these shitty buy amounts, but we were constantly getting these ginormous sell amounts. 7,700, 67 grand, 21 grand, right? Let me look for, here's a $13,000 dump, right? $12,000 dump, followed immediately by an $8,200 dump. Then same amount of time, $3,500 dump, $8,700. People were just dumping and panic selling like you wouldn't believe. It's crazy. It's just crazy. So let me look at this real quick. Because I just thought this shit was just going to keep getting worse because there was no end in sight. So I see a lot of people buying. Because I don't think... Let me see. Did I still have the... No. Let me get that. Let me get the Treasury address again real quick. Yeah, the protocol hasn't even activated yet. Like it's still keeping powder dry, as Greg Mannarino says. I'll read the chat in just a second. I'm too into this right now. Yeah. So yeah, because usually on average, what the protocol does is they seem to want to buy 1 million. Oh, maybe that's why it's not buying anything because it doesn't have $1 million ready to go yet. right? Because no one's buying anything from the Treasury because the Treasury yields are too negative, and they're negative because obviously Metaverse Pro keeps fucking tanking. So maybe right now we'll finally get some relief. So yeah, so this guy bought a shit ton. That's great. Lots of good buys. People trying to dump. We see a lot of liquidity or bonding. And just endless amounts of greens. Dump, dump. Small, it's just small sells. And people are still buying like crazy. Oh, thank God. What a nice way to end this video too. Alright, what did you say? I can't even buy Binance coin through Binance. Big G word. Are the fees as bad as Ethereum or much lower? No, Binance Smart Chain fees are so much cheaper and it's a lot faster. I mean, it still gets congested, but when Ethereum 2.0 comes out, I assume Binance and Sheng Zhao Pao will, copy the code, and then Binance Smart Chain will also have a beacon chain and go 64x, whatever, and then we'll never have to worry about scaling ever again. Because I assume if they can do 64x, nothing prevents them from adding more later, like 120x, 256x. I personally hate Ethereum because every time I use it, it's always high gas fees. But it is worth it if you are willing to pay potentially hundreds of dollars worth of gas fees. Simply because the rewards are just so good on Ethereum. I personally just don't want to do that, so I just stick with Binance Smart Chain. Phantom blockchain is also a good alternative, but I don't know too much about it. But I know it's legit, so it's probably just as good as Binance Smart Chain. So you just pick your poison. In this case, I just want to pick Binance because I just know it. I know a lot about it. I've been in Pancake Swap since the beginning, and that's Binance Smart Chain, and that's where all my previous information and knowledge and expertise just keeps compounding. So I'd rather just stick with what I know. So I mean, it's working out very well so far. Unless, of course, again, Metaverse Pro turns into a scam project, and then I'm gonna have to go get a job at McDonald's in Florida. Because I can't get a job here because I gotta get vaccinated, and well, I don't want to trigger any YouTube algorithms. So, but yeah, thank God. All right, so we're way below the Keltner channel for. We're way below the Keltner channel for. Let's see this. So we're way below. Yeah, because this thing is so oversold. This should have been 224, 250. We're way beyond that. And then the stupid MACD you see over here, the red line's at 16. It was at 18 before, but now it's at 16. And then the blue line is now negative 12.5. This thing is so oversold, and it's frustrating. If I decide to add stochastic RSI, right, this stupid Pepega is also way below zero. No, it's at 1.68. All right, well, it's basically zero. So, I don't know, but it looks like the dumping's finally over for now, and I'm just seeing a bunch of people just buying it up. Yeah, these people are so effing lucky. I could have had triple the amount of Metaverse Pro right now, but I would have had to have the strength and wherewithal to wait 21 days from the beginning of this month. And also not pull out $7,000, $8,000 in cash to pay my credit card bills. So I guess you can't win them all. Excuse me. So, alright, so it's looking like sunny skies, hopefully, but again, like I said, let's just see what happens tonight. I'm still mentally prepared for $100 to $50. It's going to be like one of the most difficult things I had to go through, but, So, yeah, but that's just how it goes in this, that's just how it goes. So I don't have updated numbers to work with, because even the market cap's way too low. So everything's oversold, so I just have to hope the dumping's finally over. Because I definitely have seen real panic. Like, people were dumping. Like, whales were just taking massive losses. So at this point, we should be pretty close. And when this number updates, I really want to see what the total value deposit really is. Because I remember when I first bought in, we had December 6th. That was a pretty nasty dump. But I understood that this was going to be volatile, and this was the bottom, and I called it perfectly because this was the bottom. And then we got an all-time new high, and now we drop back. We've dropped back to the point where we gave all the gains away. That's way too much. Way too much dumping. So, oh boy, that was. I should hit the need button on that. Well, I hope everyone had a really good education on that. So I personally stay away from the bonds, even though it actually helps the project directly because it beefs up the treasury. But other people will do it because people actually do like the idea of getting like a big discount on buying Metaverse Pro by buying a bond. So I mean, if you're willing to wait 5 days and not really be able to do much else, yeah, I mean, I guess because there is a claim button. There is a claim button for this, but I don't know how it works. So I don't know. But I think if you hit the claim button, you don't have. Oh yeah, so you can do. Yeah, I don't know how this actually works, but claim and auto stake, I think, will take your meta and deposit it directly into here, so you don't have to, waste extra gas fees. Because when you buy a bond, what you're getting back in return is a Metaverse Pro token. So because you're never getting back this, right? Because all of this goes over to the Treasury, the code. So they keep it forever, right? Until they decide to do whatever they want to do with it. I mean, they as in the code. Yeah, this sounds like the Matrix, like the system in the Matrix. It really is. But you know what? I'd rather take like a Matrix that's actually fully independent than, the Matrix that you saw in the movie where it was actually controlled by actual evil aliens or whatever. So, and of course you could see the total amount of wrapped stake meta that's in this diamond hand pool, which of course pretty much goes up all the time. So, but yeah. But anyway, the TLDR is the sooner you get in, the more money you'll make long term, not in the short term. Because in the short term you're gonna have volatility, and then you're gonna have a lot of problems. And again, there's still the risk, scam, rug pull. The developers lose morale and they abandon the project. Those are the two main risks. So I think scam risk is going down, so I'm not as worried about it. Now it's about morale. But so far, I mean, they have a pretty good team on Discord, so I mean, they already spent a lot of money and they're still continuing to spend money. And I asked the same question about morale in the chat, and someone actually told me that the two Hector DAO and I forgot the other one, the ones that run on the Phantom network, those developers are still there. They're not abandoning the project. So I think we'll be okay. Well, any of us that are in this. I mean, I hope so. Otherwise we're gonna be working at McDonald's. Yeah, I very rarely retweet. I can't even say the certain gender type, right? Because again, no e-girl, no simping, right? I only make an exception on Mike Cern, which is Twatter, because obviously I have to farm the Twitter. So, yeah. All right. So it's crypto markets are still looking pretty good. Well, I'll have more data by tonight and tomorrow, but I mean it's the last stream of the week because I'm taking tomorrow off. Friday's Christmas Eve, so unless something very major happens, I'm going to probably not do a stream until Monday. I don't know if I'll do 3 streams next week or my normal 4 streams, but I'll try to do the news next week. But again, it's the holiday week, so I mean, there's really just not much going on. All right, so this video was 1 hour and 18 minutes and 42 seconds. Yeah, well, oh well, whatever. All right, so thanks for watching, everybody. I am going to go for a walk, and then I'm going to go get a sausage roll and garlic knots, because again, I have to watch my blood pressure. It's actually a very low-end stage 1 hypertension. I don't care what the machine says. It says that my blood pressure is normal, but I don't think so. So, I just need to walk, get some exercise, and yeah, I mean, I guess that's about it. So, I don't know if Ryan's still in the chat, but he recently got a job with the Ron DeSantis campaign. Yep, Merry Christmas, body bag. That just sounds so evil sounding. But yeah, our good Groiper buddy, got a job with the Ron DeSantis campaign, so he'll be moving to Florida very soon. And he'll be leaving the fucking shitty New York tri-state area. I'm not gonna give away his exact location, obviously. But yeah, he's getting out. Hopefully, I'll be out in 6 months because that's why I'm telling people on my whatever Twitter and whatever that I'm gonna be out hopefully within 6 months because of this. Right? This I can easily save up $30,000 very quickly with this shit. So we'll find out. We'll find out. And I have to actually. And then today I'm gonna take today I'll take today off. The rest of the night off. Maybe tomorrow I'll take it off. And then on Friday I'm gonna start working on the Home Path 6-hour mortgage course because in order to get a FHA loan you have to take like a 6-hour mortgage course and it's free, but it just takes a lot of time apparently. But I wouldn't actually mind because I actually would like to know a little bit more about like mortgages and stuff, like just the basics, because that shit kind of confuses me a little bit. Because obviously I want to make my millions off of crypto. I'll continue to do that, and then I'm gonna park my money into real estate, commercial real estate, so I can basically do what Donald Trump does, right? Zero out my tax income. Though I'll probably pay like 5-10% just to keep the IRS off me. And then set up my offshore companies, and then I'll have, 2 very powerful anti-inflation hedges. And I'll have strong cash flow. I don't know. I'm thinking I would probably have I would like to work politics in Florida. I just don't know what I'm going to do. I might run a super PAC and just raise unlimited money. Maybe that could work. I don't know. But I'll worry about it then, right? Because I got to take it one day at a time, right? That's how JLP does it. Hey Johnson, I tried buying Safe Moon Inu, but the Ethereum gas fees turned me off. Yeah, I never touch Ethereum-based stuff. The gas fees are retarded. Like, you're gonna pay $300 per transaction. Like, screw that, man. I remember back then when Ethereum was like $200 a piece, I had to pay $5-6 per transaction. I was like, why do I want to use Ethereum? This sucks. So. I'm so glad that Binance Smart Chain came out because Cardano is still working on their crap, and I don't actually like their founder anyway. He's like angry at Ethereum. Like I don't like investing in angry projects, right? I get to be angry, but I know that's wrong, and then one day, I'll try to get rid of it. Keon recommended it. Yeah, I mean that's fine. Are you sure it's Safe Moon Inu and not Moon Inu? Because that's the one he recommended like 2 weeks ago. And I bought like $600 or $700 worth of that, even though I had to pay the 15% slippage penalty fee to buy that shit. So, well, I mean, all of Keon's picks are generally very good. I can't think of one that was bad, but the only pick I picked that I bought was the Moon Inu thing, and the only reason why is because I like Dogcoin and I like Dogcoin copycats, right? The good ones that are legit. So. Yeah, but yeah, I stay away from Ethereum because Ethereum, what are you gonna do when Ethereum is like $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, right? I mean, you better hope that Ethereum 2.0 really does reduce the gas fees because I know they did say they want to reduce it drastically. So we'll just have to see how they'll have to do it. Oh, for F's sake, I'll double check. Oh yeah, you screwed up. He said Moon Inu, not Safe Moon Inu. No. Let's see. Oh, great. Of course, this shit don't work. Oh, he did retweet. Oh, yeah. That's the thing. Why does everyone follow your Twitter? And this happens to everyone, including me, but then you don't ever like or retweet their stuff. Like, the engagement's always shit. But a couple people always have great engagement. But I guess one thing at a time, right? I gotta build up my Twitter following, and then I can worry about. Where is it? Then I can worry about engagement, and I have to figure out how to do engagement without getting banned. Because you can get engagement if you go really based, but you get banned. Oh, God. Yeah, here we go. So here's my tweet, right, that he retweeted. And this is the video link. So, there you go. Well, actually, why don't I just give you the thing here? Alright, this is on the Binance Smart Chain. Alright, and that is the Moon Inu video, so you can go watch that. It's not SafeMoon. SafeMoon, I think, is a scam. I think the project's still going, but I didn't touch that shit. I was like, okay, because one thing I don't like is hype. I don't like hype either. So I always take that as a red flag. So yeah, you have a 10,000 dumping F word, but you have some good buys. People are still buying. Okay, this is actually a good sign because I'm actually seeing a shit ton of people buying shit. And this is actually $1,300 worth of bonds or liquidity pool being added. Okay. All right. All right. Very good. This could be the bottom. We might finally see a fucking red candle with the red hammer thing, and it's at the bottom. Oh, thank God. All right. I think that answers all of that. I am gonna go. I need my exercise. I need my sausage roll. I gotta put some sodium into me so that my heart rate stays regular. And it's so annoying because I'm trying to lose weight, but I don't want to eat any more food. But on the other hand, my body needs sodium, so I don't know. And I don't like the idea of just simply adding salt to something that's already got high sodium in it. So it's like, what do I do? You know? But I mean, on the other hand, I am eating a lot less calories, and I already worked out today too, so whatever. Anyway, I'll see you all Monday morning for Bitcoin Clown World, and hopefully, Metaverse Pro will stop, freaking dumping finally, and just get some price stability, because the sooner that these bond yields become positive again, the sooner that, regular investors will start buying bonds and start beefing up the freaking Treasury again. We got plenty of runway, but, that's not what matters to me. What matters to me is that the Treasury has money in their vault so that they can go do their $1 million daily buys. Because right now it's not buying. And it didn't occur to me until that maybe it's hard coded to only buy when it's at $1 million of spare cash. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching. And yeah, Merry Christmas. I'll see you all Monday morning. Maybe I might do a Christmas stream or something around there. And it'll probably be related to video games because I don't want to talk about this shit. At least I don't want to make it the focus of the stream at that point. So, all right, thanks, and yeah, take a look. Because, well, I mean, I already took the risk, so it's less risky for you guys because the price is already tanked, and I already did all the research, so I don't know. I guess.